That's why I had to push this back a little bit because I ran late with them. Well, we went like overtime. So I just cleaned up all the cards and everything. I have the list already prepared. I'm gonna go grab my water real fast before we get going. I have some watermelon juice with me, but I need water. Just real fast, okay? So let's see here. What do I want to put? There we go. I'm gonna leave the skull. All right, I'll be right back. Okay. And where's my Palo Santo? All right. Hello, everybody. I'm gonna fix this a little bit. I need to tighten this. There we go. All right. So welcome in. I hope everyone's doing amazing. Hope you guys are all having a good day. I know the Palo Santo stick in here. Oh, it's right there on the floor. I'm gonna clear the energy just real quick. Like I said, I just got done reading with a client, so I mean, I already cleansed energetically with intention, but I want to, with everyone in here, help to cleanse your energy a little bit right now. Do some clearing work, okay? So we'll do a little bit of sound and then some Palo Santo, okay? I have so many messages flooding through, and it's just like I said this on my last live, like I don't even know where to begin. You know, so of course, I mean, I just let my intuition guide me, but there's just so much. A lot. All right, so we'll start with you guys. Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Saying don't worry about a thing. Cause every little thing will always be alright. Okay. Alright. Okay, so we'll just let that burn over here. I'm just gonna let the bowl kind of sing for a minute. And so it is. All right. So, and if you guys are interested in like this, I got this one. It's just like kind of like I got a smaller one for my desk for work and stuff, to work with clients and this kind of stuff. But I got it from the Om shop online. Om, just OM, and then the shop is SHOPPE. They have like bigger ones, and then they have like the hand pan ones, you know, where you can. But I really love the tones of it. It's really amazing. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna intuitively be guided to a deck, and we'll see where this takes us. Like I said, there's just a lot coming through, so we'll see what the divine wants to bring through in this moment. Let's start with, ooh, just got chills at my at my left leg. I'm gonna start with this tarot deck. This is, I forget what it's called. I think it's called Ask Yourself Tarot. Ask Yourself Tarot. You know, because it's designed with questions on each card, so it goes with like the energy of the card meaning. I've used it before, so you guys have probably seen it, but it's really good for like, you know, like if you're not like a, you know, if you don't read tarot, or you're like beginner in tarot, or you just want something where it's like pulling yourself a card of the day, or, you know, doing, you know, at the beginning of the week, like a card, you know, spread for your week, your month, your year, whatever. I know it's not great for business, but, you know, I keep sharing with clients, and, you know, and I've mentioned it here on the channel kind of, you know, a few times recently, but like our intuition is so strong, and our intuition is just getting so much more connected. And we all can connect to our spiritual gifts and stuff, right? We're just souls having a human experience. So it's actually our innate nature. That's actually like our truth, right? But, you know, our gifts will take us, gifts will be different for everybody. Your strengths and your gifts will be different for everybody. And, you know, what you do with them is going to be different for everybody. But this is a time, you know, where we are the ones on the spiritual front lines, right? In a sense. So it's really important for us to be very connected to our intuition and allow ourselves to be able to listen to it. So going back to what I said about, like, I know it's bad for business when I say this. I don't care. I'm not here for that. I'm here for this, right? So I'm really encouraging people, if you feel called, if you don't feel called, that's fine too. But to maybe disconnect a little bit, pull your energy back from the tarot, from watching tarot readings and, you know, things of that nature. You know, and you know, it doesn't have to be, you know, if you watch them, you know, if it's like your thing to watch them daily, that's cool. Like, that's fine, right? But maybe, you know, limit yourself to like, you know, a few times a week, or take a week off and then come back and see what message, how the messages have shifted, what you've been picking up on during that time away of, you know, what your intuition has been saying. Does that make sense? It would really help. It would really help. You know, because I know that a lot of times people watch readers and different things, and it can become where, you know, it gets, you know, you're confused, you don't know what to believe, you feel like, you know, the message says one thing, but blah, 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 right? Because it's collective, it doesn't mean the reader is wrong or the energy is wrong. That's never the case. What it is timelines, okay? We're all on different timelines. That's a huge part of it. And, you know, it's just not, again, it's divine timing, so it's just not your moment. That doesn't mean that the message is not going to happen for you, or that it's not an incoming energy, or, do you know what I mean? But then again, sometimes we can create resistance around stuff, which prolongs the manifestation or that timeline from coming in, okay? So, you know, everything I always say is for the highest and greatest good for everybody. Always, right? So if I'm being called to share, to pull away from tarot for, you know, just a little, just not even, you know, if you watch it daily, maybe just watch it every other day, you know, like the whole point is for you to start really honing in on your own gifts, your own intuition. And this goes for those of you guys, I'm gonna have to grab my nail glue. I just pulled up one of my nails. This goes for, you know, whether it's like a twin flame thing, or, you know, past life soulmate connection, where you have like a divine counterpart that you know of that's out there, you know. This is like, that's where a lot of your gifts are, you know, have been activated by, right? In a sense, right? Especially if it's a twin flame, for sure. So to honor that part of your journey and to honor that part of yourself and go, you know what, like I want to see what I get. I want to see what I feel without the, you know, the other stuff, you know, interfering. So anyway, so just a suggestion, because I know how strong your guys' gifts are and how strong your intuition is. But then again, I love having you on here, so don't be forever if you do. Okay, so the first card out is the Hermit. Hold on one second, my loves. Where did that go? I heard it hit the floor. Oh, there it is. Hello. Okay, hold on, I'll be right back. Bye. I just keep one in my desk. I don't know why I don't. Alright, I'm having an uneven nail game while I'm reading my hands. Okay, one thing I do want to say about the personal readings that I'm going to do today for the live card pulls after the collective message is I think I'm just going to be, I'm being very, very called. It started earlier, and it's just like so heavily coming through to channel with Mother Mary, to receive messages for you individually from Mother Mary. There's a lot of inner child stuff coming up. There's a lot of there's just things, and I already know because I was already channeling. I was already receiving the messages that need to come through for the collective from specifically Mother Mary, and I know that other ascended masters, goddess energies, will be coming through for sure, for sure. That's a given. It could be Mary Magdalene, Kali Ma, Green Tara, Hathor. It could be, and these are ascended beings and goddess energies, and it could be other archangels. It could be like, Serapis Bey, Jesus. But I'm specifically being called to channel Mother Mary today and get message directly from Mother Mary for you guys at this time. So I'll probably just connect with your energy and then take a few moments to start receiving, and then I'll share with you what's coming through for you. And probably just clarify with, a card or two. Okay. So hi everybody. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I was just trying to do the collective and then get that out, and then okay, so I see. So Amanda and then Robin. Okay, so yes, I have Amanda and then Robin. Okay. All right. So yes, absolutely, Vivian. Yep, absolutely. Yep. Okay, Papa. Okay, go ahead and send over your energy exchange, and then I will add you, okay? I'll just write you down right here just in case, okay? But I'll see it come through. But anyways, I know you. I'm here. You're good for it. So, okay, the Hermit. Let's get back to this message. What situation in your life is asking you to look within, okay? Because that's what the Hermit energy is about. It's about reconnecting. Funny that I just went off on that whole thing about pulling away from, other things. And it's not even tarot, there's a lot of spiritual platforms out there right now that are phenomenal. They're amazing. I love it. I love seeing our community just like, it is just so happening so big, so fast, so intensely. It's incredible. It's incredible to witness just over the last couple years. You know what I mean? So, Hermit is number 9, which is, the end of these cycles, right? We are now phasing out of that 9/9 portal gateway energy. And in a couple weeks, we'll start moving into that 1010 portal energy. I can't wait for the 1010 portal sacred circle that we're going to be doing. For those of you guys, I mean, I'm talking about it in my reading, so I'm not going to talk about it here. But I'm really excited for it. It's going to be really cool. And one thing that's different that I'm being very called to do is to actually do a manifestation, like a whole ritual, like altar, like a living altar, to create altar with you guys while we are all manifesting together. So it's like a group effort, and you'll see it'll be a living altar though. Like I'll have the elements out, bowl of water. We'll have, you know, just different things, flowers, fruits, like all kinds of things. So it'll be cool. So anyways, okay, so going within, okay, the reason why we go within is because there's information, there's healing, there's insight, there's things that we, as within so without, right? There's things that we can't get outside of ourselves, right? Because everything we need is inside of ourselves. This is that time where we go deep within, you guys, right? We go deep within ourselves. We face these shadow aspects. We face the things that we've been ignoring. And I don't care how light and love you are, we all have the shadow. There's a reason for that, for the balance. The universe operates off balance. Yin and yang, night and day, black and white, right? Okay, it's the whole shebang, right? We are no different. Divine masculine, divine feminine, okay? So there is, with Earth going through her own great rebirth and her own great balancing, okay? Back to 5D source love energy, la 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 la. So are we. Okay, so what are the parts of yourself that you are ashamed of? What are the parts of yourself that you are having a hard time forgiving and judging? Because we all do it. We all do it. I have a lot of stuff for my own self coming up, and I always will use my own journey as an example because I can speak to my own journey and make it relatable to the rest of the collective. So everything that I do share comes up, you know, it's for a profound reason. This is that time. Okay, so with the Hermit energy though, this is like your greatest sorcery, okay? And what I mean by that is your greatest alchemy. It's your moment to really connect with every part of you, not just the parts that you want to be connected to. You know, everybody's stoked off their spiritual gifts. Everybody's stoked off their intuition getting, you know, like huge. Like everyone's stoked off of all of the cool signs and synchronicities that they're receiving from the universe, right? My psychic stuff is coming in, Erica, like I'm thinking about things now and boom, it happens. Or I get someone that comes through and boom, they text me or call me like immediately, like, but it's like a whole bunch of different scenarios like that where, you know, I love it too, because again, it's so cool to see it happening like on a global scale with so many out there. And we're all activating each other too. Like it's like, for me, it's like almost like a spiritual, like not ping pong, pinball machine, you know, and then it's just like everywhere you go, bing, 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 bing. Every bing is, like you're leaving that light. Okay. And with us, even when you guys come here, like when we're on the lives, when you come to the channel, that is an energetic space. Okay. So this right here, this is a sacred energy space. Okay. So we are all amplifying the energy together, activating each other. That's why I always say, like, when you know, when I know for me, I'm a powerful activator. For others, like you just can't be around my energy field without being shifted. You just can't. Like it affects everybody. And there's a lot of light workers out there that are, you know, we're always, you know, we have that ability, like all of us, right? But some people just like, you know, like we all have like, you know, spiritual gifts, but not every single person out there is meant to be a psychic medium. Like it's just not how it works, right? It's our gifts are used for however we intended and when we incarnated, right? But anyways, so, okay, what was I saying? Activators. So part of right now is you guys are activating people around you, and that could be very triggering for other people who are like not on this healing journey or awakening journey like you are, right? So there's something here where, and I know that's why I mean, there's different reasons, but I know that's why Mother Mary is coming through today too, so strongly, because there's a lot of, while you are going within, there's a lot of attacks happening. There's a lot of people being triggered. And when I say triggered, I mean their demons are triggered, okay? So as we are activating people, it can really come back in the way of irritation, lash outs, anger, rage towards you. Like it really is, you could be experiencing those moments. Thank God Mercury's out of retrograde, but even still, it doesn't matter. It's just the energy, period. Where you're, you know, just out and about and, you know, someone just goes off on you, or, you know, a family member just flips the switch, man, and you're just like, whoa, what just happened, you know? And God forbid you're calm and cool and collected, because that will trigger those energies even further, right? So anyways, just know that this is very normal right now, okay? So if you encounter these energies, for me, you know what that means? Okay, when people are triggered like that, that shows me that this is all working, that I am that light, because otherwise they wouldn't be doing that. That my vibration is so profound and intense and healing that it is dredging up those dark, demonic, whatever parts, right? And I'm not saying people are demonic, but you guys get what I mean. Evil energy, stuff that they've suppressed, you know, and we all, by the way, embody stuff like this. Like if you're an old soul, like there's been lifetimes where I guarantee where you were not a helper, you were not love and light. Okay, you could have hurt people. You could have had to work out karma in that way, right? You know, so, you know, that's why when I do Akashic record readings with people, you know, it's like I just have to let them know, like, what comes through, it can be, first of all, it's always going to be super powerful and healing for you. Super cool. Like, most of it is, like, so fun and neat. But there can be things that come through that, one, trigger you, but it always will trigger you into healing and stuff. But it's things like this that I'm talking about. Or, you know, a lifetime where you had a very tragic death, and, you know, you know, and maybe you're afraid of water in this lifetime, right? Because of this, right? Things of that nature. But I'm just saying, like, we all have stuff, and we have layers and layers and layers and layers and layers. So, you know, for me, honestly, I started my awakening in 2016. Okay. I will say to you, I mean, my frequency is like, right? And I'm connecting in very powerful ways. But what I'm saying is, like, I know for me, I'm just getting started. Like, what I've already experienced, that's nothing. I'm just starting to truly feel my power. Truly. I'm just truly starting to truly see, like, what I am capable of doing and who I am and what I've been. I had no idea. I've always felt very powerful, but I didn't know why. I thought maybe I was a psycho. Okay, like I thought maybe, am I making this shit up? Like, no. And so many of us, I actually hopped on a live last night on Instagram. She's a beautiful goddess, high priestess energy, but her name is Melissa. Some of you guys probably follow her on Instagram, Melissa Bordeaux. And she, you know, she does like mystery school courses and different, like, you know, healing things and act, you know, things like that, right? But she just created a new course with Mother Isis. And so she was talking about that, you know, like her new course and how to, you know, sign up for it and things like that. But when I hopped on, she was talking about, like, you know, how her guidance from Isis has been very heavily guided towards, like, stop playing small. Like, stop playing small, stop dimming your light. And she's not one who you would look at and be like, oh, she's dimming her light. That's what I mean, though. So like I had like made a comment or something, and I said that, I said, you know, yeah, like, because she was like, we need to step up, we need to step up. And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Like, I talk a lot about this too. It's, we are the ones on the spiritual front lines for the rest of humanity. We are the, that's why we're light warriors, right? It's not like Tinkerbell's all, you know, no, like, this is serious. This is spiritual warfare. This is like, and no one, okay, walking, who has been here or who has come before us, they have never experienced anything on this level as to what we are going through and experiencing and what is transpiring in these moments. So it's an honor and a privilege to be here, but it's powerful, and that's what she was talking about. And she was basically like saying, and that's one of my comments was, I said, so, because she was talking about how people will play it small because they're afraid, which is so true, so true. I work with so many of my clients whom I have helped bring them out, okay, of this, like, this inner, like, you know, prison that we build for ourselves. And I've done it too, like, where you're afraid to grow, you're afraid to be out of that comfort zone, because it's like the chains that bind you, but it's also like where you feel safe. So you play it small, you play it safe, when you're meant for so much greater and more, right? So this is the time where we truly are going to be stepping into these roles and power, in our true power. We play it small, we try to avoid things, we procrastinate, we, you know, whatever, you know, we don't push ourselves the way that we should, because we are afraid to be to have to hold ourselves accountable to that great success, to that huge abundance, okay? Because then, you know, things start happening, like, where people, they know who you are, they know what you do, you know, you now have to hold yourself accountable, okay? And a lot of people are afraid to do that. And you know why? Because of inner stuff, trauma, pain. It all stems from somewhere. That's a lot of what we'll be working on in the 1010 portal workshop that I'm doing. Okay, it's not really a workshop, like, it's just you guys show up and I do most of the work, but we do, it's an open forum. So as we go throughout, you know, unless it's like in the meditation part, it's, I have a question, this is coming up for me, you know, so it's very interactive at the same time, but connecting to the subconscious and past life wounds, doing some, like, it, basically that's what I'm going to be doing, is connecting to the subconscious and going in and helping to remove the blocks, okay? But you guys are going to have to give yourselves permission, whoever comes first, and I'll walk everyone through this, to connect to your own subconscious and see what it's saying to you. And I have a whole thing, but yeah, it's powerful, because the subconscious mind controls a lot. Okay, so anyways, going back to that, so this is the time, and okay, so anyway, so the comment that I said to her was like, yeah, that blah blah, but I said, I find that basically, like what I just said, like, I'm just starting to truly connect with how huge and powerful my power and energy is, and what I'm capable of, and what I can do, and why I'm here in this moment. It is not to be a YouTube reader. Yes, that's a part of it. That's how it got the ball rolling, right? But that's not it, right? So I said, but some people, they're afraid of their own power. They're afraid of how big it is. Okay, so again, so we dim ourselves. This is the time where we stop dimming. This is the time where we start truly shining, rising, glowing, embodying, surrendering. Our high priest, high priestess energy. But you have to go within first. The darkness is where the creation is born, right? And the hermit lives in the shadow. And after the hermit faces the shadow, the hermit comes to the light, finds the light. Judgment, bottom of the deck. What is trying to get your attention? Because the divine is giving you guys so many signs, synchronicities, what to do, where to go. It's leading you. Like, when you see like people leaving, like, in the forest, like a trail of like things for like markers, or a trail of food for, it's like follow the trail, follow the clues, the spiritual insights, the spiritual clues. Okay, so many have and are under a judgment energy. Yeah, I see them in the Six of Wands, which is always like a yes card. But let's see what it says here. Are you ready to be recognized for all of your efforts and achievements? Funny, this card, because yesterday I uploaded, was it Capricorn, Aries, Aquarius, and then I talked about this in a prior message too, but it came through very big yesterday, where I said, definitely a time right now where you're being recognized and rewarded, like very powerfully for your achievements, like for how far you've come, for breaking generational curses, for clearing karma, for everything. Okay, this is like the moment. Again, we're 2 days away from the fall equinox, September 22nd. Libra season. Ooh. The Libra season is already here. Like, it's already here. Like, it's full force. Like, there's already like this strong, like, truths coming out, being revealed, truths with self, great balancing of energy, really balancing that yin and the yang, coming out of like more of that chaotic, like, energy, darker energy or whatever, where we've all kind of been in like this like void shadow type, tunnel. Okay. This is like the moment where, again, it's harvest season, fall equinox, that's harvest season. Are you ready to be recognized for all of your efforts and achievements? Okay. Ooh, and then right after the Six of Wands is the Lovers. That's a part of the rewards, you see. Patience is a virtue for a reason, right? And life, we learn, especially with our awakening and ascension, right? We're not so reactive in life. We become more observant in life. We start to connect with ourselves, our emotions. We're not so, just go, oh my gosh, stressed out all the time. We become more chillaxed. We become more, just like truly that like, Zen energy. Of course, we're not going to be perfect in that all the time. Trust me, Aries rising, Aries moon over here. I've got that fire. But overall, my energy, like, you're not going to make me mad. You're not going to get under my skin. You're not going to trigger me. Like, I'm too, like, I see it from such a high perspective that it just doesn't happen, and I'm not saying like I can't get mad. Of course I can, right? I'm angry about the world. I'm angry about the things that are happening. I'm angry what they're doing, but I know how to transmute and take that anger and turn it into something, right, to alchemize it. But anyways, you guys are, you really come into these places of that where you're more of like adding to things, helping with things, sending out like a good vibe, love frequencies, like, all of that stuff. You really help balance collective energies on a grand scale by balancing yourselves, as within, so without. There's enough of us here that our within is like not perfect, but it's balanced for the most part. We've cleared so much karma for ourselves and for the world, for the collective energy. That's why we're seeing the things we're seeing, because there's things are needing to balance out here. So our frequencies, okay, as a whole, like individually, but like as a collective, right? It's reflecting now the 3D world, okay? And now again, that's why we're seeing the things that we're seeing, which another day, another time, we'll talk more about that. But there's light at the end of this tunnel with everything. There's a silver lining with everything. I am not fearful of anything going on out there. I'm not scared. I'm not anything like that. I fully trust the universe, the divine plan. I trust us. I'm not fearful of any of that. And that's what I'm here to help others with. Okay? And a lot of you guys too. Because we lead by example. We show others that it's okay. You know? Anyways. There's great victory here for you. Okay, Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a minor arcana card, but for me it always feels very powerful, very strong energy. It's victory after a long battle. Okay, so this is the time of receiving. Also, I just have to say with the Hermit and Judgment, okay, this is also a lot of divine masculine energy shining through here too. Where it's them coming out of their dark nights, their shadow periods, facing their shadows, and then waking up, essentially, okay? And you have the 9, and it's 20, but it's just a 2 amplified with 0, right? So 9 plus 2 is at 11, master number, okay? So again, a great part of these rewards and recognition is this right here. For both of you guys, whoever that part is for, okay? And, you know, it's obviously coming through with the Lovers too. So what are you prepared to learn from this love connection? You see a true divine counterpart, especially if it's a twin flame. Like twin flames are just like different in the way that, you know, they highly activate each other. You know, the feminine energy will start to rise and go within and all the things very quickly. Just la 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 la. There's a lot of similarities in common traits, if you will, in the twin flame energies, but a true divine counterpart will feed your soul. A true divine counterpart will awaken you. They will activate, you know, you will, you know, and, you know, you may already be on your awakening path, on your journey, right? So, but it's just, they feed the soul in that way, okay? So you've learned a lot from these connections, if that's what it truly is. One of them, patience, right? You've learned to go within self though. You know, if it's a true divine connection, you're not going outside of yourself for things. You're not obsessing over this person and blowing up their phone and texting them all the time and, you know, waiting on the edge of your couch or your seat, right? Waiting for them. When am I gonna hear from them again? Oh my God, oh my God. You know, that's like karmic addiction and obsession and codependency, straight up. A divine counterpart, you're not gonna be feeling like that with a true soulmate in that regard. But many of you guys, right, do have one, especially if you're here on the channel. And right now we have 66 people in the chat, and I'm talking about card number 6. So for me, it's like 666, which I've been being shown a lot the last few days. Like, was it not yesterday morning, the morning before, I think? Literally, I woke up and within like 30 minutes of me being awake, I received 666 3 times. So, and then just the signs have just been like, they're just, it's, you know, like constant. Right before I went earlier, I was uploading videos and content, and it was when I was getting ready, and I went and I clicked on Aries, the new Aries reading that I just uploaded yesterday, because I wanted to watch it, and right when I did, the likes were at 111. So, but the point is like, right, we are receiving communications so loudly from source, from the universe, from our spirit guides, from our divine masculine counterparts, like all the things. There is love and happily ever after here, okay? This is a part of the rewards. And I'm getting the word sacrifice. You stop sacrificing yourselves in such a powerful way. You stop sacrificing your needs, your happiness, you know, all the things. You really have leveled up in these ways. It's not all in your mind, okay? I know people, and be careful who you talk to, like, especially if you're like if you are on a twin flame journey or, you know, whatever, like, I always say this, but like, it's very advisable to be very discerning with anyone you share things with or talk to about it, because they're not gonna understand. It's like, even like your awakening journey, you know, they're not gonna understand. They're not gonna be able to connect in that way. You know, if you're like talking about like you know, people are gonna, even if they don't say it, they're gonna be thinking it, okay? I promise you. They're gonna be thinking like, oh my gosh, like, just let go already, like, you know, like, get over it, like, you know, let go, you know, or things of that nature. Like, they don't understand like the truth of how this all works, right? So I'm just saying, like, and for some people, if you're not like super, you know, like, if, you know, if you're just kind of newer on the journey, or, you know, people, it's very easy for people to get in the head and get in the mind, okay? So anyways, Queen of Swords, what situation in your life do you need to be logical about? Okay, let's read the Ten of Cups. What situation in your life is bringing forth completion and total happiness? There it is. Oh, I'm hearing the Judds. Oh, love is alive at the breakfast table every day of the week. Love is alive and it grows every day and night, even in our sleep. Love is alive and it's made a happy woman out of me. So love is alive here, okay? I only get music and songs when it's like specific. That's a part of it. So again, overall message here is there's some things here that we, the collective, are needing to look within at this moment. And whatever, you know, comes through for you, even if you're like, you know, I don't know exactly, you know, but I promise, if you take the time to connect, if you take the time to just sit with yourself and release the outside distractions, your phone, and, you know, like, really just sit with yourself, you'll receive stuff. You'll receive stuff. You might, you know, see a name or colors, or, you know, it might come through where you receive like a specific phrase or words, you know. You could be shown anything. Don't doubt that either. That's the problem, is people get really, you know, and I totally understand. I totally understand. Like, you know, when you're first starting to like really hone in on your gifts or work with your gifts and stuff, and you're like, is that my intuition or is that my brain? Like, you know, your intuition will never come from a place of, it'll always come from a place of love, and it'll always be for your highest and greatest good. And it won't ever be, you know, the things that come through won't ever be from a place of judgment, right? But like our ego brain, you know, can be like, get up, lazy, you know, get your day started. Oh, you're gonna take a nap? How old are you? What are you, 5? No, I'm just kidding. But kinda, not really, right? It will definitely, it would definitely come from more of that place, the ego brain, okay? So anyways, so there's some things that we need to be logical about, we need to think about, we need to really sit with self and be honest and truthful. I feel like many of you guys have been doing that, which is why, right, the reward and stuff is here. Again, the fall energy, the equinox hitting, you know, and I know it's not fall all over the world, but it's still the equinox energy. It's gonna affect us all. All right, I'm gonna wrap this message up using I'm gonna use Shadow and Light, Oracle of Shadows and Light. Okay, by Lucy Cavendish. I feel like, isn't Cavendish, isn't that Scottish? I could be wrong. I feel like that's a Scottish last name. I've had many life, I mean, I don't know how many, but I've quite a few, enough in Ireland and Scotland, you know, I mean, to where they both, you know, they just, especially like Scotland energy. I mean, actually, they both kind of equally do, but I feel them very, very strongly. Like they feel like home. There's other places that feel like that too, but. All right, so for the collective today, first let's just get this message for the Divine Masculine out of the way. Give me the energy here for the Divine Masculine, and then I will get a card for the collective about today's message, and I will read that one for you guys, okay? I just saw 555 on my timestamp. It was 45:55. Oh, love is alive and here by me. For the DM. Oh. Okay. The Angel of Time, working too hard, and she does not look happy. She does not look happy. Okay, so one I'm getting for you guys, like this working too hard is like taking a break, letting yourself rest. I've been giving myself more time to just relax, or whatever, just not be, you know, on the channel, or, you know, I've been really needing to like allow all of this to come through and to just sit with self. Because if my cup is not full, I cannot help fill cups, right? Angel of Time, it's time to do something. 40 could be an age, but it's life path 4 possibly. But it's 4, like 4 is like the 4th house, which is like stability, the home. You know, your direct, like 4 walls, you know, family, that kind of stuff. This right here is the Divine Masculine is like I've been working too hard to stay in situations or codependent things and karmic loops. Like I've been working hard to stay in those, and now I'm realizing it's basically like I'm awake now. So what have I been doing? I'm not gonna put the effort in here anymore. No, I'm done wasting my energy. Okay, and it's around the 4th house energies. Okay, so you know, their life is just changing. Their direct reality is just changing, and it's going to be different for everybody. Okay, but then like I said for you guys too, it's about like honoring and taking a break. Giving yourself, you know, time to just chill. Oh wait, shit, sorry. The other part of that message, oh, there she is, perfect. The other part of that message, the card that was on the bottom of the deck, is Kali, Kali Ma. Ma Kali. Okay, from death comes rebirth. So again, the Lover's card is actually, it's a card of making a choice, a decision in love. And for you guys, you've been going through the death energy, like I said, right? The void and stuff. We've all been going through that. So it's a time again to go within, to allow these things to end, these cycles, whatever it is, these patterns. I want to say patterns more than anything. It could be your thought patterns, right? It could be just like your eating patterns. It could be I think for many of you guys, you know, it could be like codependencies, like addiction, substances, could be a relationship, whatever it is. The 3 Fates. This is your card today. Card number 26. It says, what comes around. What goes around comes around. And the Pink Lotus Fairy, A Time for Spirit. See how she's meditating? With this rebirth, listen, this is not even like, you know, it's, again, it's not like me like spend time in nature and da-da-da-da. Like, this is not just to waste my breath. This is because this is divine guidance. This is divine guidance. A time for spirit, okay? Okay, many of us are going through great initiations. I'm going through a huge one right now, okay? And what comes out on the other end of this rebirth and initiation, okay, is it's huge. It's great reward. It's massive level up. It's receiving more gifts coming through, just different things, right? That are gonna assist, help, and they're a part of me. They're owed to me. They're gifts to me. They're different things, right? In order to receive these things and to truly like connect in that way, we have to take time. We have to take time to connect with spirit. To connect with our higher self and our oversoul. Like designated time. I mean, honestly, like ascended masters and goddess energies and stuff, like they spent a lot of their days just in meditation for days on end. I mean, they were so, their soul was so ingrained, their ego body was so like not in control. They were in control of that subconscious energy because they were so at ease. There was this harmony within because they took the time to connect. So, and I'm guilty of that too. Okay, I'm guilty of that too. But like I said, I do a lot of my meditation stuff, you know, with nature, connecting, walking, stuff like that. But that's not good enough for me right now. That's not good enough. I actually need to take the time right now to connect because my guides keep coming through and they're like, there's big information that we're trying to get through to you, sister, but you need to take the time to quiet everything and receive it. And the moment you do, it'll come through. So going back to avoidance, remember I was talking about avoidance earlier? See, a part of me, I think, is like, I'm not afraid to receive it, but I know what comes through is gonna be, I'm gonna have to be held accountable to it. And I'm gonna have to probably bring it to the collective in some way, create something, do something. And I just feel like I've been just, you know, like there's been so much, it's almost an energy of overwhelm. That's why I said I need to take the time to connect, integrate things. So I think that's part of it, you know, and I know that I over the next few days, I'm gonna sit down and woosah. And I've been doing a lot more breath work and I'm really like moving old stuck energy out of my body by taking the time to do stretching, big time stretching, yoga, really working out a lot of past life trauma and different things from the root chakra, the sacral chakra, and solar plexus chakra. You know, and this is the kind of work that I do in my intuitive energy healing sessions. It's like healing, cleansing, we remove blocks. It's like all these things. So, you know I don't talk about it. It's on my services if you go under the description box, but I don't talk about it like, you know, promoting it. It's there if people are guided to it and find it. But I think a lot of people, and I'm not saying like work with me, it doesn't have to be me, but I think a lot of people are being guided right now to work with energy healers and, you know, mediums and stuff because they know that they can help remove stuff, release stuff, assist with them in clearing things that they may not be able to do on their own, you know, or don't know how or things like that. So, but there is a lot of great spiritual, you know, advice and different, you know, healing things and stuff like on YouTube and all that, right? But okay, so let's read this, the three fates. Look at these cords too. Like all three of them are holding the cords, and then she's got the scissors. Sorry guys, let me shut my window real fast. I forgot I have the air conditioner on too, my window's open. You know what I'm getting? It's really, it's kind of a, you know, but whatever. This is the moment, this is a moment in your journey where you're, the three fates, more so what I'm getting is the three versions of you, but we have more than that, right? I mean, there's the 12 dimensions. Okay, we can probably keep going with the 12 dimensions, right? That's why there's the 12 houses in the astrology charts and all that stuff, right? 12th being like the highest dimension. Obviously the third dimension is like very low vibration, dense, right? And then right? You have different lifetimes happening simultaneously all at once. Okay? You're not just living this lifetime right now. Okay? Okay. you have different things going on in different lifetimes simultaneously all at once. For me, what I'm getting is the three fates here. It's, oh yeah, I'm getting a huge download right now in my right ear. It's like your past self, okay? Your present self and future selves. Like this is a moment where they all come together. Like there's something with that, okay? Meaning like you're amplified with your power and your gifts and stuff because you're embodying past, present, and future selves in this moment, okay? So that's not gonna be for everybody. I can tell you that, but it's a good amount of you guys for sure. And I feel it's like past gifts, divine inheritance, divine equity, spiritual equity, things of that nature that you've accumulated throughout lifetimes. This is the moment where you're not just receiving divine rewards and recognition from this lifetime. It's spiritual equity that's owed to you. Okay? And this is the lifetime where you did the work to receive it. Okay? So I hope that makes sense. Sometimes it's hard to put things, to translate it from feeling and vision and, you know, all that into words exactly, but I know you guys understand. I know you guys understand. So I don't know why I keep repeating myself too, but I notice I've been doing that for like a week straight. I think it's just to, I mean, I'm doing it like not consciously, but I noticed it and it's like, stop that. But it's also because it's to really ingrain, I think, the message, like, you know? So, okay, so let's go ahead and read this. Let's go ahead and read this. See? What comes around. About the three fates, it's happening again. Many of us have faced difficulty and troubled times in our lives. Sometimes the impact of a negative experience is so profound that it leaves us with physical, mental, and yes, spiritual residue for months, even years after the actual event. You see? You can't make this stuff up. While you're still vibrating, as the three fates put it, to the energy of a negative experience, you tend to repeatedly attract echoes of that exact experience, so that when you need to be alerted to the fact, the three fates will enter, showing you that this is a karmic pattern that may need to be worked on, understood, and recreated in order to be free of its influence. Okay, you see that the energy echoes. This is the kind of stuff that that I say we because me and Light Team, but that we're gonna be helping with in that 1010 portal workshop. But this is the kind of stuff too that you guys, as far as like releasing and healing your own karma and stuff, like you can do this. You may feel that there are others in charge of your fate, that they are threading the needle, weaving the patterns of the tapestry of your life, even choosing what ends and what begins. When you feel that fate has interceded, and that you are not so much in control of your life, but in control of your reaction to what happens in your life, then you are beginning to work with intelligence, maturity, and understanding. With the energies of destiny, fate, and fortune, the three fates depicted so beautifully here, with their ever-turning wheel of karma, understanding that it turns and turns as your life will, through its many themes again and again. When you receive this card in a reading, and most especially if she leaps out to greet you, you will know an old pattern has circled around once again. Okay, so then it says the three fates speak. Here it is again, that situation, that person, this lesson that you have yet to learn and that you may spend a lifetime learning. It seems you need another cosmic reminder of something that needs to be cleared and mastered. Letting go is the moment's very important lesson for you to learn. We are not suggesting forgetting this lesson, because where's the wisdom in that? We are suggesting that you move on and learn and actively replace this experience with completely different versions of the same theme. No more repeats. This is the opportunity to try something different and see what magic takes place when you vary the approach. You must reconnect with the opportunities you have. You must reconnect with the opportunities that you have. Staying attached to old patterns will simply make them come around again, like a thread being spun on our wheel. Learn and be released from this part of the pattern that feels like the unjust fate. The divination message for this. You may have been enjoying your own life's reruns lately, wallowing through the memories and feelings of being sad, bittersweet, and nostalgic about the good old days, whenever they were, exactly. You know what? It's fine to muse on the past. Your memories are precious and do need to be tended. But it's another thing to altogether be filled with regret, wishing you had done things differently. Life is a constant do-over. You get a fresh chance every second you are alive. So stop beating yourself up. You have an opportunity to heal, to clear, to no longer feel sad about the same thing anymore. You can do things differently. You are not a prisoner of how they have always been done. What you have done, even if you judge it to be a mistake, can be reworked and learned from. That is its wisdom. You are not alone. We all have karmic lessons, themes, stories that seem to repeat. Learn from this. Be aware of what is taking place as a fateful encounter to master your life. If you take this approach, you'll be all the richer for learning. You'll be wise, free, and able to help others too. Okay, so that kind of spoke directly to the channeled message here today about, right, starting with the Hermit, going within, not harboring resentment, anger, ill will, feelings, whatever it is. If you have people from your past situations, whether it's to others or yourself, forgive it. It's time to forgive. And that's another reason why the messages from Mother Mary were, coming through so strongly today, because she helps us with emotional healing, healing our heart chakra stuff, clearing old wounds, in that regard, but also with forgiveness and compassion. Okay, so that is what I have for everybody today. Hello, everybody. All right, so I'm just gonna scroll up just a little bit. I'm glad that everybody resonated with the message today, and yeah, we're all connected, right? We're all going through this. It's gonna look different for everybody, but yeah, absolutely. Okay, so I have I was just finding where I left off on my list. Okay, cool. All right, so Loana, and I'm thinking that's it so far. Okay. right, my love. So, the live card pools, if you are new here or if you're not new here, if you want to get on the list today, I'll probably take, a few more people, if anyone is feeling called. To get on the list today, there is an energy exchange of $25 USD, okay? And the way to submit that payment is through PayPal or Cash App at Gypsy Cowgirl Tarot, okay? Just regular Gypsy Cowgirl Tarot, all one word. And then on Venmo, it's a little bit different, okay? So it's Gypsy Cowgirl _Tarot, all right? And then I will see the payment come down on my end, but just come back into the chat and give me your first name and say paid, okay? And that is it. So, yep, list is still open. So one more time, $25 USD. Payment can be sent to Gypsy Cowgirl Tarot on PayPal and Cash App. And on Venmo, it's Gypsy Cowgirl _Tarot, okay? And I'll probably share that, a couple times throughout today's messages. So the list that I have today is number 1 is Amala, 2 is Katie J, 3 is Preeta, 4 is Elaine, 5 is Marianne Masso, 6 is Wanda S, 7 is Alex Sheen, 8 is Corey, 9 is Amanda. Amanda. 10 Robin, 11 Bappa, 12 Loana M. Okay. So, woosah. Let me just clear some energy real fast. All right, and what cards do I want to clarify with? Okay, so I'm going to be bringing forth messages, channeled messages with Mother Mary, from Mother Mary today, okay? And if any other, energies come through that have anything to share or whatever, then I will obviously share that too. Okay, so I'm hearing the breathing rose, the breathing rose. Mother Mary is the blue rose. That's why I chose these blue roses over here. She is associated with other flowers and like marigolds. Marigolds are one that you'll often see her shown with. But she is the blue rose energy, and she is the cosmic mother and the cosmic heart in that way. So that's why she helps us so much with that. Sorry guys, I'm just looking for a deck. Breathing Rose. That's a card inside. The Rose Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. That's what I'm looking for. Oh my gosh. I just picked up my Gilded Tarot deck and a card flew out, and it's the Hermit. And then after that is the Sun. Huge spiritual enlightenment. This is your inner, guru and inner, it's all the things, you guys, really reconnecting. Spiritual enlightenment. Yeah, see, the Magician. Connecting to your power again. Knowing how powerful you are. You guys are so powerful. We are so powerful, my loves. All right? And when we come together, it's very strong. Very strong, right? So, yes, Amanda, I did, right? Unless there's 2 Amandas. Is there 2 Amandas today? I'm pretty sure that was you, Amanda. Oh, goodness. Did you hear me read the list, love? Okay, yeah, I did read the list. Yeah, you're on the list. You're number 9. All right, so I'm going to use this today. I'm going to use the Rose Oracle. And then when I open up the book, you guys, page 56, master number 11, and I open it up to After the Rain, the silver lining. I said the silver lining in my collective message when I was channeling. I said the tunnel, light at the end of the tunnel. This is the moment of silver lining. Relief, hope, mercy. It's over. And acceptance. And then the soul inquiry for this is, what are you ready to release? What are you ready to release? So, cool message for that. Okay. I need to go grab a tarot deck. It's by the same person who does this one, the one that I just used. But it has, you know, like words on it. So I'm gonna use that and this for today. And then I'll share what comes through from Mother Mary. You know, I never know what's gonna come through, especially when I'm channeling, you know, an ascended master or something like that. So, you know, I know how to be discerning with this kind of stuff, but my whole point is that there's always the possibility that it could be very personal. Okay, so just an FYI. You know, things from childhood or different, you know, there's a lot of inner child stuff that's going to come up today. I already know it. That's why the mother, the cosmic mother, is here. I hope. All right, so maybe I'll do an angel message too. So, woo, I just got chills also. Okay, so I just want to like get all these out of the way real fast because I'm really like, when I'm channeling, I'm like really grabby, and so I may like grab different decks, and I want to stick to these ones right here. Okay. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll do a chakra card. The chakra cards have been coming up like, I was called to use these like at the end of the zodiac readings that I did yesterday, and I may have done them for like Libra and Capricorn and stuff, I don't remember. But it's just really powerful to get like right at the end of the message, what chakra needs attention, or what is the message for that chakra, you know, things of that nature. So I think I'll do that instead of these. We'll do a chakra card and the Rose Oracle. Okay, so let me go find that tarot deck really fast. Just give me a moment. You guys see those are my ranch boots back there, my hunter boots. I mean, I've been wearing hunter boots for probably like over 10 years or so, but they're phenomenal like boots for being out in the country, living in the mountains, like, you know, they're awesome, they're comfortable. Any type of like rubbery rain boot galosh type thing is going to be phenomenal. But anyways, I have them out because I've been feeding our sheep. My landlords have, it's a sheep ranch, a sheep farm. Okay. So I've been feeding the sheep, and the feral barn cats and stuff. So I have to go over, and every time I come back, I'm covered in dust, and there's pieces of like alfalfa hay stuck to me in my clothes and in my hair, and like, it's fun though. So, all right. Okay. So I'll go find that deck and then I'll be right back. I'm going to take this with me. And I'll dump my water in here. All right. Sorry guys, I have tarot cards everywhere. Oh my gosh, and then right when I come back in the room, outside right here, I have a big window on this wall right here. A white butterfly was fluttering by right when I came back in. Love it. All right. So, oh my God, thank you for saying that, Ria. I just saw your comment. How funny, love is alive, yeah. How funny, I love it. All right, so this is the deck that I was like desperately trying to find. It's like Halloween-y type, you know. Like I said, it's like the same author that does the other deck that I was just using. But when I'm called to certain things like that, it's always for a reason. So I mean, I could have just settled for any one of my other tarot decks instead of this one, but this was the one that I was feeling called to. So, I'm just gonna give these a good shuffle and then. Mother Mary's been around me all day, so, but I'm gonna take a moment to really connect with her and then see what comes through for you guys. So if you've just like joined the live or you're new in here, okay, these are live readings. There is an energy exchange of $25 USD, and you can send your payment to Gypsy Cowgirl Tarot on PayPal and Cash App, and Venmo is Gypsy Cowgirl _Tarot. Okay, so PayPal and Cash App, Gypsy Cowgirl Tarot. Venmo, Gypsy Cowgirl _Tarot, $25 USD. And then you just come back in here. I will see the payment come down on my end, and then I will add you to the list. Balanced Path. Tony paid. Okay, love, where did you send your payment to, love? For Tony. Woo. So hello everybody, welcome in. Nope, Julia, they're not union timelines. I mean, if something comes through with the union, you know, I mean, then I'll channel it. But more specifically, these are messages I'm going to be channeling directly with Mother Mary today. So it's messages from Mother Mary, basically, for you. And I know that there's going to be a lot of you know, she's in charge of emotional healing and the heart space, and she is the cosmic mother. She's not just the mother of Jesus, and you know, she's the mother to us all in that regard. Wow, and this big beautiful butterfly just fluttered over here as I was saying that. It didn't come all the way through, but I saw it from right here because there's directly behind my phone and stuff, because this is like a big window and it faces my front yard, and I live in the country, so it's like big open fields, and you know, so. Hello, welcome in. Hello, CC.99. Hello, welcome to the Soul Fam. We're happy to have you. All right, here we go. Number 1, Amala. All right, so Mother Mary, I call you forth. You're connecting with Amala. Okay. So Mother Mary is, it's directly showing me, taking me to, okay, like I just heard, I got like, you've had a lot of pain, a lot of sadness, a lot of grief. It's like, what I'm being given is like, you have these, it's like a bouquet of balloons, and the balloons are all full and, you know, colorful and beautiful. And each balloon represents faith for you and hope, okay? Where you've had many moments where basically your hopes have been popped, like your balloons have been popped, okay? And that has brought forth a lot of disappointment, okay? Making you feel like you can't trust other people. I was also drawn to when you were very little, okay, like a small, you were young child, and it's like she's saying, like, she's been with you this whole time, because I don't know what your situation was growing up, but there's definitely moments here, and I am being shown from your mother, from the mother's side, not a lot of like emotional support, or not as much as you feel you needed, okay? So she is mothering you, and you know, she's been with you, she's mothering you, she's mothering the inner child. And what she's asking is for you to work with her, call on her, and she will help you with healing these wounds. Because these are parts of, these have actually created blocks. And she wants to help you be free of them. Okay. I like wanted to cry. I know I'm gonna cry during Archangel Michael, I call you forth for protection, to keep the energy clear, cut away all interferences, any dark energies. We do not consent. Thank you. Archangel Sandalphon, call you in to be present during this session. To help bring up healing prayers, manifestations to God's source. There it goes. All right, so I'm gonna read these two for you, Amala, okay? The first one I saw is the bloom. Now, as I'm pulling cards, okay, just know that this is still messages, okay, co-created with Mother Mary, okay? And, you know, the universe and, you know, your light team and stuff, but these are messages that are connecting to also the message that I'm channeling out for everybody today. The bloom, creations realized, the right time, harvest, celebrate, okay? So for you, Amala, this is the right time where everything's coming together. You will be celebrating. There's reasons to celebrate. Harvest, we're 2 days away from the fall equinox. It may not be, I feel like you are in the Northern Hemisphere, so it's gonna be fall for you too, but I could be wrong, I don't know. Doesn't matter though, it's still the equinox energy is what's important. Okay, and I'm also being shown there was a very difficult romantic relationship. This is not someone, this would be someone that you love very much, but this is not someone that you are, you know, that you talk to, that you're with. This is like a karmic energy here. And yeah, there's energetic residue and pain from you know, that ending, from that whole time, that connection, whatever it was. Okay, so this is the stuff that she's gonna work with you with, okay? And she is. And you are doing a lot of release work, but I mean, because you've risen your vibration, like you are receiving harvest and, you know, things, again, it's the silver lining energy, but there's more. We all have work to do, right? And then whispers of Mother Earth. Creativity, ideas, inspiration, an artist, a writer, and a channel. Okay, so you embody a great deal of creativity is what I'm getting. Okay, and part of the gifts and the harvest here for you is that you awakening more and more and more to these things. Okay, I'm being very drawn to writer and channel. Okay, so, you know, you're a channeler. You know, we're all like channels, but like a high priestess energy or someone who, you know, there's, you know, we channel a lot. Like, it's not just typical like connecting. It's like, it's more than that, beyond that, you know, and it serves a purpose. And that's kind of what I'm getting. Okay, so you've been a very powerful channel and your gifts are coming back through. So doing this clearing and healing work is going to really help with that. Reconnect you. Yep, the solar plexus chakra, it's your power center. Okay, and in this particular one, it talks about self-confidence. I trust myself fully. I will not allow fear or doubt to hold me back from doing what I am here to do. I have confidence, belief, and conviction in my abilities and goals. I welcome questioning by others, as this gives me a chance to clarify my truth, ideas, and philosophies. Okay, so you could have a lot of people just, again, push back, questioning, trying to, you know, people to understand your journey and what, you know, what do you believe in, and, you know, those kinds of things. I trust in a higher power and I am open to new challenges, okay? All right, every obstacle, every challenge is a cornerstone of expansion, leveling up, strength, more wisdom, capability, you know, all of that. Okay, so, and let's get one of these for you. Let's get a message, please. It's the Six of Wands. Victory. Victory after a long battle. And the bottom of the deck is the Two of Wands. Decisions. Okay, I'm being very drawn to the hummingbird. So hummingbird spirit animal is with you. Very specifically bringing you messages, letting you know that there's rapid healing, there's ascension taking place. Look at all the butterflies too, okay? Massive rebirth energy for you at this time. Okay, so with this energy mixed with the message from Mother Mary, this is, yep, it's your time of victory, harvest, celebration. Beautiful. All right, love, that's what I have for you. Okay. Number 2, Katie J. I don't know if you're on here, Katie, so. Thank you, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good day. I'm sorry that I don't, you know, see all the comments and stuff. Okay, I'm not seeing. Where is it? Tony, sweetheart. Balanced Path 717. Just let me know where you sent your payment to, love. Hi, Katie. Okay. So we're just going to connect with Mother Mary and your energy. Okay. So, okay. So I'm being shown, Katie, that a lot of the pain that you've endured in this lifetime, specifically a lot of the karma that you came to clear is around partnerships. It's directly around your 7th house, which is the house of relationships, marriage, partnerships, that kind of thing. And for some reason, I'm getting the abrupt endings is what I'm being shown. So I don't know how that connects with you. If you've lost people, like, people who maybe transitioned out abruptly, things ending abruptly, abrupt decisions being made. There's something here where, it's like Mother Mary's showing me like a lot of pain that's been held here, and it's directly associated to the fact that like you've really opened yourself up to people, you've been very trusting, very loving, and they have not reciprocated that back on many levels. And it has created like blocks in a sense, but you've been working through those blocks, but that's what, okay, so she wants to help you with that. Mothering yourself. Okay, so basically it's you've worked through so much and you've come so far, but the inner child, you yourself, you need that mothering. You need to mother yourself like you would your idea of like how a mother takes care of a child, right? You need to take care of yourself in that regard. So she's going to be helping you with that and helping you to work through these emotional blocks, because they're kind of creating a resistance. Again, you've worked through so much. There's like a PTSD energy here, okay? And many of us have experienced things of this nature, where we have the PTSD. It kind of sends us into an energy of fight or flight, that kind of stuff. All right, let me pull a card for you really fast. And I don't know what this means, okay? This is only for you. Mother Mary the message is, it's time to forgive them. And it was directly associated to your parents. It could be just family members too, but I was being shown like the parents. And that doesn't necessarily have to mean that you came from some crazy, upbringing. I mean, it could be, I don't know. I'm not connecting deeper into those things. I'm just channeling what I'm being shared, and you'll know. But it's like there could be moments, things, memories, certain things that are just kind of like ingrained. And it's kind of like you may feel that you have forgiven, but it's like still holding on to things. Okay, so the whole message was, it's time to forgive them. They're just doing the best they could with what they could or what they had. Whoa. All right, so the rose garden. Okay, so you may want to plant some roses or buy yourself a little, they have those little rose bushes, but I think flower energy, nature energy in that regard is so powerful. Like I said, Mother Mary is the sacred rose, the blue rose. Innocence, you can't make it up. So the message that I just received from her was about forgiveness. And the first thing here is innocence, which would be like your innocence, your inner child, your soul innocence. And then it says forgiveness. Be gentle with yourself. And that's exactly the kind of energy here that Mary Mother brings through. She helps to, wash it all away, to cleanse, to help you purge, to heal in those regards and things like that. But this is definitely about like nourishing yourself. Be gentle with yourself. She's in water, maybe like taking some goddess baths, or just a salt bath with some candles, you know, putting rose petals in it, okay? All that stuff, it's energy, right? Setting the intention of what this bath is gonna do for you, getting into the bathtub, you know, it'll help to pull out toxins and icky stuff, but also, right, it's cleansing and all the other things. Okay, and then you have the sacred union. The beloved within. You. Falling back in love with yourself, loving yourself so much that you're impenetrable in that way. You don't need to go outside of yourself for anything. Inner and outer relationships, okay? So the sacred union is also about outer relationships. So it's about having a sacred union with someone here. Okay, so for this union to commence, to come into the 3D, this is why things are coming through the way that they're coming through. And why I'm being called to share and connect with Mother Mary in this way. Because it's to help clear, cleanse, to remove, you know, stagnant energies, or to help us face things, or to whatever it is, right? So we can receive these things. Because it is divine timing right now. We're in the union timelines. It's happening for so many. All right, can we get a message, please, for Katie? You could be getting a lot of Mary Magdalene references as well. So, okay, her energy's coming through too. So it's, you know, and I think she's showing up because we're talking about the